Hello.
Oh my god.
My name is Nayeli. This is my good friend.
What's good? I'm Jay, also known as JC J Crew. What up, YouTube?
You're scaring me. This is supposed to be very casual chat. And now you're like laughing too much.
I'm not even supposed to be laughing anyway.
Not right now. We're like introducing ourselves.
Okay. Okay. I'm Jay. This is Nayeli.
I'm Nayeli, as Jay said. I go by she, her. I'm 16 and I go to college.
I go by she / whatever, cause I just give off that type of energy.
Yuck.
And welcome to our currently working in progress
Podcast.
that may or may not get canceled within the first episode.
We also have no name for it yet because we can't decide on one.
Show came.
It's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine.
We'll think of it as we go along.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Totally.
Jay, how are you today?
Girl, on a real note, I'm low-key tired.
You're tired? Why? Because you were at the beach?
Is
that why?
Not even that. It was honestly boring at the beach this year.
You didn't do anything?
I did, but I didn't. Like, I did homework and stuff, but I mainly stayed in the hotel room. Like, it was so bad, I only went to the pool, like, once.
Wow. You know, surprisingly enough, I went to the pool too. Not your pool, but I wasn't at the beach with you. I went to another pool with my friends, and we just hanged out.
Bro, usually whenever I go to the beach and, like, to get a drink, usually whenever I get them, I would get them for free.
Drinks at the beach?
Yeah.
Like water?
No, like, I would get a Shirley Temple. And
For free?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
On God.
Like at what beach?
Myrtle.
Oh, I haven't been to Myrtle, that's why. That's why I was confused.
Because it depends on the hotel, because the hotel I stay in, whenever you go to the outside pool, it's got like a little bar. But usually when I get my drinks, I would get them for free. But this time around, I would like, because I was getting my drink, I was so casual, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to get them for free.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the man in front talk about some $3.45. I'm like,
I mean, I think you were just in an area where you were just given a privilege because you look 10. And they were like...
I still looked.
Yeah, but like you look
looked
less, you look more than 10 now. You look...
12.
Yeah, and 12-year-olds can pay for their own drinks by their standards.
You right. And then what made it so funny is that the guy was like, I was like, do you take Cash App? And he was like, no, we don't take any form of Apple Pay. And then I was like, okay, do you at least take card though? And then he was like, oh yeah, sure. I was like,
how do you not take Apple Pay but you take card? That's like, because it's the same kind of system. You click the same button. I'm a cashier at Food Lion, by the way. And it's the same system. You just click the same button and they can put their phone up
insert
to like
cash
the thing.
or select payment type.
Yeah.
Use the pin pad below to complete transaction.
It's the same method. I don't understand that. I think they're just kind of late on the trend of using their phone to pay because they're losing business at that point. They need to work on that.
I mean, personally, when I got this, I was like, I'm happy. I got what I wanted. Yes. And what made it so bad, if I didn't get left behind, I never would have gotten this.
You got left behind? Where?
Yes.
Like,
okay.
Where were you?
Okay. Story time.
Oh no.
So,
oh no.
I was with a group of my friends and my cousins who, by the way, are younger than me.
Like how younger?
Like 13. My
Oh,
cousin,
okay.
my cousin was 13, and my friends were like my age because they had came down here with one of my other cousins. But anyway, we was gonna walk the cookout, and we had stopped by one of the other hotels on the way up there. So then I was like, oh yeah, I still need to get a shirt from my grandma because she wanted me to get her a shirt. And then I was like, y'all, I'll be back in 2 minutes tops. Wait for me out here. So I go to get the shirt. I'm thinking they gonna be outside when I get
Yeah.
back. No. I walk out the door. They weren't there. I look left. I look right. I'm like, where the are y'all?
So they abandoned you,
Basically.
and then you just walked around and you found a henna place. Or
No,
what?
I didn't walk around. I walked back to the boardwalk because my aunt was there, and I told my aunt what happened, and she was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Let me just go ahead and take you to Broadway, so you're shut the fuck up about it." I was like, "Okay."
You were complaining to her? What?
I wasn't complaining,
Uh-huh.
but I was like, I want to spend some money because we've been down here since Thursday. Keep in mind, this is Saturday night. I was leaving Sunday morning.
And you hadn't bought anything.
And I haven't bought anything. The most I bought was literally just going to Starbucks.
And like that, you can do that here though. So you might as well buy something.
No, I counted the amount of times I went to Starbucks. I've been to Starbucks. I was at Starbucks 4 times in 2 days.
That's unhealthy. Why would you do that?
Because I needed it. Because I wanted a coffee. My mom wanted a coffee, and my aunt wanted like a little medicine ball, as they called it.
So did you like?
Literally, I went there so much the cashiers recognized me. They was like, "You here for your usual?" Yup.
Wow. Wait, so you went like 2 times a day, or like
Yes.
how did you like in the morning you went and then what?
At least 10, 11 o'clock in the morning too. Because I didn't go in the afternoon.
But that's so confusing. Why didn't you all just get what you wanted at the same time?
Because my aunt didn't get up till 10. I was already
Oh.
up by then. And my mom wasn't gonna be, and my mom didn't really get to our room till Friday.
And I'm assuming you could walk to Starbucks?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
Literally,
say, like, if
literally
you're driving.
like no,
Exactly.
girl, I don't even got my permit yet.
No, well, I mean, like, if you guys are driving to Starbucks just for a drink, come back, and then, oh, I want a drink too, and you drive back, that's kind of excessive.
Honestly,
That's kinda
yeah,
too
especially
much.
with the way gas prices are.
Exactly.
But no, like when you walk outside our hotel, Starbucks is literally right there, and then also beside it is Ben and Jerry's. So I
Okay.
will walk out of our hotel room, go down the elevator, and then just walk across the street to it.
That's cool, though. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
And like usually I would hate walking, but I did so much walking during that trip.
Yeah.
Just for doing like them Starbucks trips alone and walking towards the other hotels and stuff. But I was so freaking bored, and I would read, like I was doing my homework when I was down there too. So I was reading the stuff, and I was like trying to multitask, get other stuff done, and then I don't know, I felt drained, bro. Because usually, I think it was because I didn't have someone with me this time. Because this was my first time I didn't bring, like, a friend over.
Oh, so you were like, so would you say you're more extroverted in a sense? Because you, like, kind of get energy from the people around you?
Honestly, it depends.
It depends.
It depends on the person.
Okay.
Because when I was in the hotel room by myself, I was honestly pretty chill. I had my music playing. I'll just be chilling. Like, I'll just be on the couch. Because I slept on the couch. I'll just chill. But whenever I'm out, I gotta hang with certain people. But I didn't like hanging with my family down there at this time because there was so much fucking drama.
That's so lame, though.
Why
Like-
would you bring drama to a beach?
Like, leave that at home for a moment.
And like usually when we go down there, we would have stuff planned. Like they'd be like, we doing this on this day. We doing this on this day. No. We barely had anything planned. We mainly stayed in a hotel room.
It's insane.
I was like, I have this cash in my wallet, and I have been using my Cash App card just for coffee and stuff this whole time. If I didn't spend some cash, I was gonna lose it. And then my mom and them, like, when I was telling them that, they would look at me so weird. They were like, why would you want to come down to the beach just to spend money? I was
What
like,
else are you gonna do? Like, if you're gonna go places at the beach, it's gonna be expensive because it's the beach. They want the money.
right, because this right here costs $55.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. I mean,
But I mean, she
it looks
was
really
she
good.
was gonna do these last bit designs like these three, but my aunt, she saw that I was taking too long, and she was like, she was making that face.
wow.
So I just told the lady who was doing it. She knows me, by the way. Like, she be giving me discounts and shit.
Mhm.
I was like, yo, just do the lines in the heart, and I'll be good to go. She was like, all right, bet then. So
That's tough.
yeah.
That doesn't sound like a fun beach trip. Like, and you were texting me about how your stomach was hurting.
Oh my
That was
god,
probably-
I forgot about that. Oh my god. So I was at one of my cousin's rooms and I was thirsty, right? Keep in mind, this was probably like 9-10 o'clock at night. And she had some Capri Suns in her fridge. So I was like, yo, can I get a Capri Sun? She was like, yeah, sure. So I'm just casually drinking the Capri Sun. Then out of nowhere, I felt like I got shot. My stomach was on 12. I don't know what it was on, but I don't know what we was doing. I don't know what the thing was going on, and I was so confused. I even took it a snap. I was like, "Yo, has this ever happened to y'all?" And then one of my other cousins, who was down there, who's friends with me on Snap, she texted me. She was like, "Yo, you remember how Capri Suns got recalled for the chemicals and stuff in there?" I was like,
No
"Did
way.
I really drink fucking chemicals?"
You got like poisoned by Capri Sun. You got Capri Sun poisoning. Not even food poisoning. That's like,
Bro, that was...
oh, that's insane.
What do we call it? Drink poison?
I mean, oh man, what did they put in there that you couldn't?
I don't
like,
know. What was
wow.
it? It was wild cherry. I remember it. It was wild cherry. I was drinking the wild
Watch out.
cherry.
Watch out for that wild cherry flavor. It's too wild for some people. They can't handle the wildness. I can though. I'm superior. So. I can handle it. That's insane. I just thought you had like a really like bad cramp.
That's what I thought. Bro, it literally felt like those types of cramps, but in reverse. It felt like, I was like, bitch, am I gonna die?
Yeah, that's like.
I never drank so much water in my life.
Yeah, pretty like anytime I'm on my period, I have to drink water all the time.
Not
'Cause
even-
that's the only way.
Not
I feel
even
like
that.
somewhat
Whenever you
better.
get that little sharp pain in your heart,
Your heart's breaking.
they're like, "Hey, yo, is it my time?"
Clenches heart, clenches shirt. That's hilarious, but it's also like that's upsetting. You had a bad beach trip.
I really did.
I had-
But I'm going back in November, so
Are
I'll
you
have
gonna
some fun
take
down
someone
there.
with you? Are you gonna take me?
I think my cousin, the one I always post on my Snap.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, your whole week. Okay, for context, our schedule lets us kind of. We only really need to come in to like our college, like campus, at 4 days a week. So I come in Mondays through Thursdays. Do you too? You do that too?
Yeah, cause my online days is Fridays.
Yeah, and this week on Monday it was Labor Day, so we had an extra like long weekend. I guess it was Friday through Sunday. It's usually Friday through Saturday that we don't really have to come in, and that's why you were able to go to the beach
On that Thursday, yeah.
on that Thursday.
Cause I only had that one class.
And I just stayed home. I stayed home. I went to work for one, cause and I had to get a ride, cause my mom, she works throughout the week, so I got a ride from Caitlin. So I had a very tiring weekend in a sense that I had no time to do anything for myself, cause I had to go to work, and it was annoying. And whenever I said, hey, could I just not come in? They'll be like,
Let me
no,
think.
you can't
Like,
not come in. You have to come in.
No.
And sometimes it was like for valid reasons. Like the other, one of the first times I said that I couldn't come in was because I had a dentist appointment,
Right.
which I missed. And I had another one last week during the long, quote unquote, weekend. My teeth are perfect, obviously. I mean, I need braces, but that's.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have crooked teeth. Like my bottom are crooked.
Oh, like the fucking
They're not insanely
overbite,
crooked.
right?
Well, I have an overbite, and my 2 front teeth are a little crooked, and my bottom teeth are like jacked. But it's cool because nobody really notices and nobody really cares. Like people say, oh, having straight teeth can like improve your
It's gonna
like,
be very much model Victoria's Secret.
Okay, very much model, very much professional, quote unquote. Like people say if you have straight teeth you look more professional, which I don't believe because you can get any professional job.
I'm about to say,
crooked
don't
teeth.
people like pay to get this shit done anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends, and I wouldn't want to get braces at a young age because your teeth are still growing.
No.
And I've heard people had to get having to get like 2 sets of braces throughout their life because they got them
That's
really
a bunch
young.
of metal, bro.
That's a bunch of metal. That's a bunch of money. I'm
That
not
too.
rich. I have a job. That's why I have a job. 'Cause
I don't
I'm
got a
not
job
rich.
yet. I'm gonna get one next year, but it's gonna be like a summer job.
Dude, Food Lion is hiring.
I'm not finna work in no food
Dude.
line. Especially the one in
Okay,
Literally-
don't go to the one. Go to the one I work at. 'cause
No,
it's
no,
fancy.
not even that. Literally, like, my grandma and my brother have told me back to back because they both work at, like, the food line. But, like, they literally told me, they was like, yo, do not work at Food Line because, A, we don't got bail money. 2, we don't got the
Whoa.
time for you to be cussing
Hold
out
on.
the employees. And 3, they're gonna be talking massive to your face. I'm like, no. Especially with my anger issues, no.
Some of the customers are just total asshats. Like,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
especially at the one that I used to work at, the one that she was talking about. At that one, it was kind of like some days it was good, some days it was like people were very rude. Like they would, I don't know, they would talk to me as if I'm an idiot. And it's like, I have a job here. I've been trained. I'm working on my
I
own
applied.
at this cashier.
I
At
applied.
the
What did
cash
you
register.
do?
Like, and then I would tell myself, because it was usually a man. No offense to the boys or the men out there watching. It was usually a man, a white old man, and he would say something, and I would be like, calm down, Nayeli. You only have to deal with this asshole for a moment. His wife needs to deal with him for the rest of her life. And I was like, I'm not his wife, so I don't have to deal with it. I'm okay. I'm like thriving right now because I'm not his wife.
She
And that was,
vibing.
like, that was my comfort zone. that was my like words of affirmation. Those were it. It was, I only have to deal with him for now, and his wife has to deal with him forever. And that's why I'm never getting married.
Okay, weird story. So 2 years ago in 2020, I was maybe 2019, early 2020.
Right.
I was in
Pre-COVID?
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Okay.
Pre-COVID. I was like, I was going to this the corner store with my mom and my
You
uncle.
keep giving locations.
I know. I need to stop doing that.
You were at the store.
I was at the store with them, and I was going inside to get something. I forgot what I was doing, and I went up to the counter. The cashier, he looked at me and my uncle. Tell me why this man thought we were husband and wife.
I just, like...
I was like, sir, I'm his niece. I'm like 14. I'm like, sir, I'm 14. That is my uncle.
Funny.
He's like in his 40s. It's got to be the shortness. It has to be the shortness because shortness runs in our family.
Yeah, like, shortness usually is, like...
Because my grandma, she's only like half an inch taller. She's 4'11".
Your grandma's taller than you?
Yeah, she got me
Are you
about
taller
half
than
an
your
inch.
mom?
No. I think I'm taller than my. I think I'm like head with my aunt,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't.
See,
But I think it's mainly the males like at the height, because my brother's tall, my grandpa's tall.
tall for your like family. at
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Then my uncles, like I don't. It really all depends.
It's all about the genes.
Oh God, it's all about the genes.
We're back in bio.
Stop.
No, I hate chemistry. I hate bio. I hate science. I'm never doing science.
But didn't
again in
you
my
like
life.
take? But aren't you taking those classes?
Yes, exactly. That's the problem. That's my issue right now.
I'm taking geology, bro. The one thing that is stressing me out about geology is the chapter quizzes that we got to do, because
Oh snap!
she gives us a time limit of only an hour.
And how many questions are there?
25.
I don't understand that. No,
I'll be panicking so hard because I will look at the references and I will go to the ebook describing that thing. I will just
that
skim
takes
through
time.
because
though, like-
and then there'd be ones that be like the drag and drop. The drag and drop, it just
if you think about it, you're given an hour, right?
mm-hmm.
And you have to spread that hour amongst like fucking 25 questions. You have to spend at most 3 minutes on the question.
That's what
And that's insane. And let's say there's like a few easy questions in there. That saves you like 4 minutes at
But
most.
the worst part is that you can't pause it because she tells you.
No.
She tells you, oh yeah, you can't pause this quiz as you take it. I'm like,
Excuse
what?
me. Like, no.
No, ma'am.
Like, what if you need to go pee? Like, are you telling me to hold it in for this test? Okay. You want me to hold it in for your test? Excuse you? No, my tests, most of them are like unlimited time.
AKA
given.
history.
AKA, like, our history class is lit.
Bro, I'm not gonna take any like quizzes and tests or exams or stuff on my math class.
Really?
And whenever he said that, I was like,
That's cool.
dead ass. Oh God, dead ass.
For real? On God?
For real.
No cap? Jay has the best and the worst. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing at the same time.
It's one of them.
It's an amazing habit of just saying for real, or
On
on
God.
God.
But the worst part is, I would say at the most out of pocket moment.
It's like you just say it and it's like it's good. I like it. I love it. It's the best thing to experience.
God, when? Oh, damn. I used to say it a lot during our fucking sophomore year.
Yeah. It was fun.
Whew. Damn.
Should we give history on how we know each other? That would take up time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't officially, like, in middle school we didn't talk, so it wasn't like we met then.
It's like we didn't. It's like
We
whenever
were acquaintances.
Yeah.
At most.
It's like when you're friends with somebody online, but you haven't gotten to know them.
And we
They're
weren't
just
even
there.
friends online either.
We so won't. We didn't even know
It was
like in
we
middle
were-
school. I think I had. What did I have? I had an Instagram. I had a TikTok.
Yeah,
No, TikTok
no,
wasn't a
not-
thing yet.
That wasn't a thing, no.
I don't think that was a thing yet.
That was a-
I had an Instagram and a Snap.
And a messenger. One of those, what's it called? The Hangouts?
Google Hangouts.
Hangouts.
I can't. I don't remember what kind of social media thing I had when we was in middle school, but
We act like it's like 10 years ago.
oh God.
But it was like about what, 5-ish? 4-ish?
I mean, we met when 6th grade, so 5-ish years ago.
7th.
So I'm dumb as hell. 4 years ago.
Yeah, I was
about four,
thinking
about 4 or 5 years ago.
When I was 12, I saw Jay at the corner of my eye, and I knew we'd make a podcast. No. Wait, did we have Chem together with Mr. McMillan? It was the first block.
No, I didn't have him first.
Sorry, was it Chem? Sorry, science. I meant science.
I don't think I had him first.
I had him first block. Okay, we had maybe a class or two together.
Yeah, and if we did, we barely got partnered up for anything.
Yeah, we were like, in fact, we were on opposite sides of the room. Like,
God.
if we got partnered up, it would be out of pure coincidence
Mm-hmm.
that That would be, yeah, I wouldn't hang out with any of your friends from what I could tell.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. If I could look back on middle school me, I would be like, yo, cut that shit out. Some of the shit you saying don't. On God was cringe.
I think everyone was cringe in middle school though.
Like, I mean, I wasn't as cringe, but like, if I could go back to my middle school self, I was like, yo, stop trying to be so damn edgy. You're not Shadow the fucking Hedgehog.
Jay
You're not
has a
Shadow the
thing for
Hedgehog.
Sonic. Jay is a furry.
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, you are.
Middle school story time. So, do you remember Officer Clark
I think.
from middle school?
Is he white?
Yeah,
I
he was
remember
he was the math teacher. But anyway,
Okay,
he would come into our science class sometimes, and he would give us like these little like handout things.
Right.
And one of the lessons was about anger management. Keep in mind, I am a 4'10.5" person.
Okay, don't give the half because we know for a fact that doesn't exist.
Okay. So anyway, it was about like anger management. So, and one of the things was like, what do you do? No, it's like, I think it's like, what do you think when you know you're starting to get angry? I wrote down the most jaw-dropping, extraordinary, something you would see out of a horror movie, fanfic, whatever. And whenever Officer Clark read it, I kid you not, he looked at me in the eyes and said, "You need help."
I hope he meant it as a joke, but I feel like he didn't.
I think he meant it both ways.
Yeah.
Because like that day forward, every time he would see me, he would back up a little bit, be like, "You alright? You straight?"
That's hilarious.
I was like, "Oh my God, I really scared our police officer."
Yeah. You really intimidated him, and you're very short, so it's like.
Bro, I kid you not. I almost got into so many fights in my 8th grade year because of how much shit like people taught during the damn slavery parts. During our history
annoying.
class.
That's so annoying though.
I had this one classmate and he thought, I forgot what he said, but homie pissed me off so bad. I sat in the very back in the corner, like kind of like this with the little desk.
In the shade of the room.
Honestly, yeah, it was my favorite corner. Homie made me so mad. I almost got out of my seat, and one of my girls was like, "Yo, no, you need to sit down. It is
not
8 something in the morning. You don't need to do this."
Yeah. Okay. The funny thing is, we met in middle school in 7th grade, but I moved, so I was there for like.
For what I heard.
Yeah, okay. My childhood was horrible, but I say that casually, but it's like upsetting. No, my childhood wasn't great, and I moved a lot, like every other year, and one of those years happened to be me moving to the place that the middle school we met at is, and then I moved back to my old middle school in another town, and I hate that town, by the way. Let's say it's town A or whatever. Town A is the worst town to live in. Do not come to North Carolina. Do not visit. Do not visit town A. It is the worst area. I hate it, and you can argue that it's nice and quiet and sweet, but everyone knows it is ass. The only good thing they have going for them is a chicken plant, and that place smells like ass. So,
oh God, it do.
Anyways, as I was saying, I moved back to that place, town A, with middle school, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why we're being discreet about it. I don't think it matters, but let's say it does.
We can just bleep it out.
Yeah, whatever. And they would fight all the time. Like, the girls especially would fight in the halls all the time. And they would, like, fight over the weirdest shit even. I don't even know the drama. I was not in that crowd for sure. I was, like, avoiding that crowd. I was scared. I'm a terrified little 12-year-old. And I would not be in that crowd. And I would see the fights, and it would be, like, 9 a.m. And I'm like, girl.
We had so much petty shit in our middle school. Like, literally, the worst thing that people started drama about was like whenever people's nudes got leaked. And
I
looking
don't-
back at it,
Oh,
now,
no.
why the hell
Why
are
are-
you in middle school sending nudes to people?
It's weird. Why are people
It got so
acting
bad.
like they're all grown up in middle school?
It got
Like,
so bad, the girl had to factory reset her phone. And when she told me that, I was like, girl, that's not gonna help.
yeah, it's on the internet now. You
It
put
wasn't
out
even on the
there.
internet. It just got sent to like, I guess the people who spread it.
Was
or
it like
whatever.
was
It wasn't
airdropped?
posted. I think.
Do you think it was airdropped?
I think it was.
That's
I don't know if it
horrible.
was. I really don't know if it was. But like,
Either way, it's out there, so you can't get it back or anything.
exactly.
So resetting your phone doesn't help. And even if there was like this huge system or like computer system or computer virus that could take out that
certain picture.
yeah, it probably wouldn't help. Probably, yeah. That's tough. I never have ever considered sending the nudes, and I will never probably ever send the nudes because I'm scared. Like I said, I'm a
You gotta have
terrified
a lot of
12-year-old.
freaking trust in yourself and your body to do that.
You have to. It's a lot of trust, and it's a lot of like, I don't know,
I want to say caution. That's not even a word.
It's not-
Caution. That's not a fucking word.
confidence.
No, I was gonna say caution is, but that's not even a
I
word.
don't- Like you think you have to be cautious about it?
Something
What do you
like that. That reminds me when I tried sending something to my friend last night. I was like, concernity. I was like, wait, that's not a word, is it? And they was like, no, you made that up.
You make up words. It's kind of scary. You can make a dictionary and it'd be like Jay's dictionary.
I was
Like a whole book. It's like bigger than the actual dictionary because you make up words all the time. Oh man. No, middle school was not amazing. My childhood was not amazing, and high school was okay at most. I mean, because we were in high school for freshman and sophomore year, and now we're
But
here
we were
at college.
online for those years.
We were online for like the first half, right?
Yeah,
And
and
we
I
came back.
think, when did we really start talking? Like, when we started coming in for our freshman year?
I think, yeah, because freshman year, second semester, we would chat a lot, I guess, and then because everyone
be
really
fair,
got close.
To be fair, to make it funny, the only reason why was because of that English class we had.
What with Miss White? Yeah, our teacher was very fun in English,
Yeah, we fucking.
and we would just have a good time in there.
Oh, God, bro.
And since
Especially our sophomore year, this shit heavy.
yeah, or like journalism,
That too.
that was amazing.
We had to make our yearbook for our freshman year,
That's
and
insane though.
like we went through so many. At first, I didn't like it because we was online, and I was thinking to myself, "This has got to be the worst thing we've ever done."
Yeah,
You know, because I'm in the house. I'm like, how am I gonna make a yearbook for my house
I've seen
with
like
this
really
terrible
good.
ass Wi-Fi?
I've seen really good like quarantine yearbooks. Like they've had Zoom pictures for all of their like
But let's be real,
photos.
ours was the best,
Ours
hands
was-
down, 10 out of 10.
You're
I would
being
buy it if it
cocky,
wasn't so
but
damn
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, we met in freshman / sophomore fresh people,
Freshies.
freshies / sophies years,
Yeah.
and it was good. It was fun. We had a good time. We're having a good time here. Thank
So
you.
did. And what made it so funny is that for our our sophomore year, for our science class, we literally sat beside each
Yeah.
other.
I don't know how that happened. I think we just did it. It didn't mean it. Like we just sat. We just did it.
We just sat there and
Sit down. I'm sat. Have you seen that?
and it would be so like we would be doing the most random ish, bro. And then our history class when we got partnered up.
It was just all around good vibes.
Yes,
good
I don't know
people.
what fate had whenever they was like, let's put y'all two together for everything.
Because like, I know for a fact our history teacher was just like,
If she was secretly
she was
recording,
entertained.
if she was secretly recording our conversations, we would be probably making like millions off of that.
Yeah, like we talk about
The
random
dumbest
dumb
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Like this one time, I was telling her about this one video. I was like, "Yo, let me show you this," and it was the fucking Sonic, how you pronounce it?
And we were arguing. Okay, that video. Do you want to explain the video? I don't.
Okay, so basically, long story short, it's just Shadow. It's that one scene from, I think, Sonic Adventure 2 when Shadow and Sonic are running with each other to God knows where. I forgot.
It's in a tunnel too.
It's in a tunnel too. And then they're just trying to figure out like which way it is pronounced, GIF or GIF. And then we started having a whole ass conversation about it. And then out of nowhere, we was like, yo, are we like in Shadow?
Yeah, it was like we were debating on it too, and we were making fun of it. And then I was like, I'm Sonic.
And what made it so bad is that before I had this, I had red hair.
Or like, no, you were like, I'm Shadow here. I'm like, no, I'm Shadow there. I'm scared. Okay.
Sorry about that. Apparently, my iPad storage said so.
It said F you.
Oh, God, it did. Literally,
F you heart.
I forgot what we was talking about. Oh, yeah, here we go. So back to the thing. We was over here having a whole argument about who was Sonic, who was Shadow. And she was over here talking about I'm Shadow. And then I was like, you're not even.
And then like our other friend Ari was like, but Jay has the red hair. And that kind of set it in stone that
it's gospel.
It's gospel. Yeah. Spread the news.
Now
spread
I
the
know
word.
what you're thinking. You have blue hair. Wouldn't that make you Sonic now? Babe. I'm getting a different color light with a
girl.
I'm getting a different color with like the next time I get my hair done.
What color?
You remember the fucking maiden with the white braids?
Oh, for English?
Do you want to tell that story?
Yeah, I can tell it. For English, even though we didn't have English sophomore year, or at least the second half of sophomore year, our English teacher was like, oh, do you guys want to go to this Shakespeare play all the way in Virginia?
And at first we was like,
why?
No.
Like, it's like random, but she was talking about it throughout the class whenever she was teaching Shakespeare to us. And so whenever we like kind of heard of it, and we kind of heard of like the cast with a T, sorry. It was like really exciting. So we went to Virginia.
I was like, a Black Romeo, sign me up.
Yeah, and when Romeo was like singing throughout like the play, he was like.
He was looking out to the crowd. I think it was like his cousin, right? It was either his cousin or like his girl space friend.
And then she like he points at Jay. She's like, "You, maiden with the white braids."
Girl, when I tell you I was shook, I was like,
shook.
I was like,
she had white braids and it was hilarious. Everyone kept like.
What made it so bad is that after I went to the bathroom for like the intermission break, our history teacher, she was like, I should have got your face on Snap because she was looking. I was like.
And that whole trip was a mess for me personally. But
yeah, she had to carry me.
That experience was so fun. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She had to carry me because I wanted to be like I wanted to be a daredevil and jump off the ledge.
I can tell the whole experience from we go to school to we come back to school. Right
that was
now,
like what,
right
2 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning.
Back at like 2 a.m.
Jesus, bro,
3
I
a.m.
was so slumped. I ended up using my mask because I eye mask. I was like,
I can tell the story in full. We go to school and we're told, okay, for this time, wait in this room, have your tickets and your
just
vaccination
have all your shit together.
Just have your shit together, easy peasy. Apparently now I have like both vaccinations that I needed.
Yeah,
but at the time I only had like 1 shot and they were like, you needed 2 shots. And on the posters and on the like the things that they sent out to students, it just said, have your vaccination. Like, get vaccinated or have, get tested at least.
Just make sure you don't got Rona,
like, just
basically.
make sure, yeah, be safe. And I was safe, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, but you don't have that other
it's
vaccination.
Very much you're lying.
So, whatever. So they test me because they just want to be safe, which I had no symptoms at the time, but you know how people can be asymptomatic. And I was like, okay, this is somewhat valid. But then we are kind of stressing on the way to Virginia.
Who's
and
me? I was watching
me,
One Piece.
me.
I was watching One Piece.
Okay, you were watching One Piece, but I was stressing the whole way to Virginia with my English teacher and my other teacher, my
And then
history
they was
teacher.
over here calling the damn
we were,
CVS
we
and
were,
shit.
we were calling so many different pharmacies, so many different CVSs so that they could do an in-person, like, testing for COVID because we still needed that professional to, like, sign off and be like, oh, yeah, you don't have it, you're good to
all
go.
I remember from that part is that whenever she got back on the bus with the
No,
student, she was like, I'm about to cuss out these people so bad. They ain't finna talk to me and my kid. Like, you may be you might be a Trump state, but I ain't the one.
Yeah, like, we
Keep in mind, our English teacher is white.
Our English teacher is white, but she's like the coolest white lady I've ever met. So, yeah, we go into like the CVS for one of the testings, and they don't have the tests for me. They can't help me set up another appointment. They don't have another location for me. The other location is like 30 minutes away.
Long story short, we were struggling for like a whole fucking hour
and
a
like
half.
in the CVS itself, like she was upset, and I was on the phone with my mom because I needed information in case I needed to buy anything or like have my medical information, and my mom was like, "Oh, your teacher sounds kind of pissed," but she was speaking in Spanish because she didn't want to. Like, she was like, "Don't worry about it. Just it's cool." And I was like thinking to myself in the bus because.
I think you were like panicking. I don't know if you were almost crying, but I think you were
I
panicking.
wasn't. I was like kind of stressed. I was very stressed. But then at one point on the road trip there, I was like, you know what? If I can't make it into the theater, I'm fine with that because this whole trip has been really fun, and that was like my mindset. And my other friend Caitlin, she was like, "You're gonna get in," and she kind of manifested it.
She on God manifested that, bro.
Manifested that shit.
She was like.
So the trip there was insane, and then we stopped to eat somewhere, and this is where I had to carry Jay, because we're going to like a Taco Bell, but it's like there's this little like
keep in mind,
kinda.
If you're gonna have a slope, you should have some steps nearby.
Yeah,
we didn't notice the steps until the last minute, so we had to walk up and Lord Jesus. Oh, so, and like, also I don't know if I'm gonna censor this. But I have low iron, so if I bleed, I'm gonna feel like a drunk person. I'm gonna act.
And I didn't know that at the time. I was like, I knew you had like low iron, but I didn't know it would affect you like that to lose blood.
Oh God, I didn't think it would affect me like that.
but like I jump off like this. It's not even that.
Everybody was jumping off. It was A-okay. I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna do this. I had on my ripped jeans. I was looking fly that day.
Yeah, everyone
was looking so good.
Fly. I was looking very cute. Anyways,
I was looking very edgy.
So we were both feeling ourselves, and she jumps and she lands on like hands on palms, like
and
all four.
Yeah.
And I'm like terrified.
I woke up. I got up. I was like, "Yo, I did it!" And then everybody was like, "Jay, you're fucking bleeding." I looked at my shit. I was like,
"You good, Jay?" And you were like,
"Yeah."
No, you're telling the story so off. No, because you got up, and I was like, "You okay, Jay?" And you were like, "Yeah, I'm good." And you were like stumbling about. I was like, "How are you good?"
I was having a main character moment.
You're talking about it like it was like amazing, like it was the best experience. No, because after I did jump, I was talking like that was the best thing that happened to me. Yeah, but then I was like, "You good?" And you were like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm alright. I'm fine." And you were
just
like,
a light
struggling.
wound.
And eventually, I realized you're bleeding. Your knees are fucked. Your hands don't look great.
I think the only time when I realized I was really fucked was I told Nayeli when we was like a few minutes away from the restaurant we was going to. I was like, Nayeli, I'm about to fucking pass out.
Yeah, I was terrified because our English teacher was somewhat there.
Were you crying or almost crying?
No, I was just like,
you were sad.
Come
I know
on,
that.
Jay, you're gonna.
You were
it.
so concerned.
I was like, yeah, because it's scary.
You were so concerned, and I felt so bad when I realized that I was like, when I figured out what happened, literally after I went from, yes, bitch, YOLO, I was like apologizing for 15 minutes straight.
I was scared. I didn't.
And I felt bad that I made her scared. I was like, oh,
I was like, no, because like I had to help her with like I had to shoulder carry her like this, and then eventually she was like, no, I don't. I need a break. So she sat
I
on
was
a
like,
curb.
yo, sit me the fuck down.
She sat on a curb, and I'm like, do you want me to carry you? And she was like,
Nah, I got this.
Did I carry you? I don't think. I just shoulder.
I know
carried you.
I know our English teacher waited for us outside the restaurant.
Yeah, that's
because
for
she was
sure.
like, because she was livid. The way she looked, she out of like she about to fuck somebody.
And we go into like the Chinese restaurant. It's like a buffet, and we sit down.
It's like golden. Let me not make that comparison.
And okay, and she sits down, and I'm like, I talked to like this random lady. I don't even care.
Wasn't she the cashier?
No, she wasn't even a cashier.
Oh.
She was just a customer there. And I was
yeah.
thinking, is she like, does she work here? And I'm like, I don't care. She works here now. In my brain, eventually, like she
I thought
works here
I thought
right
the
now.
customer lady talked to us
Yeah,
first because she looked at
it
you.
was the
She was like,
customer lady.
ooh, that's a pretty bad wound you got
And
there.
I was like, hey, can I get a water, or can you at least like, can you bring some napkins? She's like, oh, yeah, I guess, but I don't work here. And I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And so I go to someone who works there, and I got water, and I'm like, hey, do you have a first aid kit? And they were like, yeah.
Yo,
and they brought one.
I just realized, where the fuck did that peroxide come from, or that alcohol, or whatever they
yeah,
put
the
on my knee,
the
bro?
waitress got it
That's
because she got a med kit, and we got a Band-Aid and the disinfectants and the oxide.
Long story
peroxide,
short,
whatever.
my hand was numb for the entirety of that trip.
Do you still have a scar?
No, not on my hand, but on my knee is like kind of dark right here.
Yeah.
And then when I got home at 3 something in the morning, my mom finally noticed the scar. Oh, Jesus, I'm sweating just talking about
It
it.
was terrifying.
She put so much peroxide, I had to scream into my pillow because my aunt was at home with her godson and I did not want to wake him up. So I just took my pillow. All you hear is... I was like, Jesus Christ, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, that was terrifying. It was.
All in all, we had a good trip though.
It was a good trip, and they had good ice cream there in Virginia. Virginia, you had the best ice cream, and I will never forget you.
And that I think I had hot chocolate, but it got cold quick. But it was still so good
I-
because it was cold as hell up there.
It was really chilly. I don't
Even though
know
it was
why.
like what, April?
It was April. Yeah,
It was cold as fuck up there.
it was very chilly. For no whatever. We had a good time, and I had good ice cream, and we saw the.
We saw
Play.
the play. It was good.
We bought. I bought some merch. What did you buy anything from there?
I don't think so. I just knew that Airbot was called me mating with the white braids for like the entirety of our school year
For,
after
like,
that.
Yeah, that was iconic. That was a good moment.
And oh my god, let me see, bro. When we were doing, oh my god. So for our final history project, me and Nayeli, we were doing a narrative for our historic courthouse.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the best projects we had.
that was an amazing project. Or like
amazing in the sense that we went too deep with stuff.
we did a lot of research. We both did a lot of research. I want to say I
hated it.
but
I hated doing the
both did it.
research, but I sucked it up. I sucked it up and I chipped in.
we did a lot of research. We did a lot of interviewing, not even just for that project. We did a lot of interviewing for another project for the history of Chatham County or the history of our actual school. And we knew people that went to the school we went to. But the narrative project was really fun
Yes.
because it was a lot. We learned a lot.
We learned a lot. Oh, bro, that reminds me. I was at my great aunt's house. Well, no, not my aunt, my great aunt. It was one. It's one of them names. And she was telling me that they was gonna do a little they was gonna put a little sign up there for a memorial thing for like them victims that we listed in our narrative.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I was like, oh my god, are you serious?
We made a difference.
We sure did.
We
We
did
got
things.
on a newspaper. We
We
got on a
did do
magazine, and we
that.
got on a whole website. I was like,
We-
yo,
We really did something with that one, huh?
yes, that dinner that was nasty as hell.
I
Never in my
I
life.
didn't go to the dinner.
Never in my life.
That's
Never in
dude,
my
I
life.
didn't go to the dinner.
Never in my life.
That's
man.
why I
I'm
lost
not
a bet.
eating fucking duck again. That shit, fucking no.
But anyway, it's been like about 40 minutes, so we can stop it now. But that was
Pilot.
that was a lot of stuff. That was an intro to ourselves. That was history on how we met, and that was history on
Just
school
random
life.
trips.
That was just old school life.
memories.
Memories.
We're gonna call this our pilot episode because we don't know if YouTube's gonna take us down if
I
we
don't think
upload
they
this.
will. Why would they? It was nice chatting. It was nice. I'm hungry. So
I've been drinking coffee this whole time, so I'm not.
if you like the pod, then come talk. Come on. Like and subscribe. And
If you have any questions,
we have a Google form that we will link below the video. Hopefully, it'll be prepared by then so that it can be public to the audience. But whatever, if that doesn't work. Like, we can do a personal one and, like, one for the school so that we can send it to, like, because we don't have all
a personal word.
personal. Like, we can do it on a personal account.
Oh, we can do that for. I mean, do you got one? Because I got one.
I got one, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
anyways, bye.
Catch you later.
Bye.